the Education Committee, presented by their two co-chairs, Ella van der Hoof from the SBC, who's not present here, but she's online from Belgium, and Philippe Corday from the SVC, who's in Switzerland at the moment. So they'll be both coming online.
Hi, everybody. Do you get me? Loud and clear? Okay, fine. Thank you. Welcome to our presentation. First of all, I would like to thank you all in Rome to attend this conference. We're very much happy to be here, although online. Ella is in Brussels, still in Switzerland. I will fly back to Africa in a few days, so that's why I will do it online. Thank you for being here. First of all, I would like to share some slides. Education Committee. This is our hopefully our working contact. And first of all, Ella, would you like to introduce yourself? After that, I will do it, and off we go. Ella, you have the floor.
Okay, I am here in Brussels, and I am very happy to be with Philippe to present our Education Committee. And so I'm just a cinematographer, member of the SBC in Brussels.
So, and I'm me, Philippe Corday. I'm Swiss. I work as a DP, and I work as well as a teacher, be it in Switzerland, in film schools in Switzerland, as well as doing workshops and ateliers, mainly on the African continent. So let's go. IEC is based on community work between all other IMAGO committees: authorship, diversity, technical, working conditions, and of course, I forgot it, the masterclass committee. We strive also for parity and diversity, exchange, and have trying to figure out the best way to build up an exchange and collaborative platform between committees, because we saw that interest of several people from different committees, they converge at the same time. We would like to support the global community. Global community can be described as as people from Europe, newly people from colleagues from the Americas, Australia, and newly from the African continent. The IEC board is quite different and quite diverse in its composition. We have teaching cinematographers belonging to active member societies. We do have heads of film studies, chef de l'audiovisuel, for instance, and we do have also PhD academic researchers that are affiliate members of the board. That means that they do not especially belong to society members. Our goals are quite diverse and maybe a little bit too much, but anyway, if you don't have industry, if you don't have goals, it's going to be different. So we would like to build a user-driven network. A user-driven network is working together and not waiting that the board is working for other people. So working together means that everybody gets an input and everybody gets to work together. We would like to promote user-driven educational best practices exchanges, which we do since the beginning of the IEC. What is best practice exchanges? This is like using our network of teaching cinematographers and asking themselves or working together, doing atelier, to see the best way of teaching cinematography in the 21st century. We are publishing cinematography academic studies and papers. Ella will report that a little bit later. We would like to strive and push up the students' papers they write after they've done their masterwork, because students are the next generation of cinematographers, and we organize conferences and seminars. Teaching and education is something that brings a lot of challenges. How do we teach cinematography in the 21st century? This is something that is being tackled with in the IEC, but also by the technical committee and authorship and working conditions. This is something that we have to bear in mind, for which we do not have answers, because everything is changing at a swift pace, and we have to work on that together. So, VP Teacher Network, I mentioned that before. We would like to involve the new generation of DPs, because as we say in German, the alten Knacker, the old guys, we do not have all answers, and we have to work together with the younger generation and tell them that our platform is meant for everybody, for their future. Exchange of experiences, the best practices as well. So this is something that I said before. What we do is transfer and connect. Transfer and connect is what we have been doing since the beginning of the IEC. IEC began in 2012, 2014 with a small bunch of DP teachers who wanted to tackle the necessity of networking, exchange of best practices. So they began to organize debates and conferences in film schools. It all began in film schools in Belgium, in France, I guess. And after that, after all these conferences, they built up a sum of publication and papers that are the basic of the thing we are talking about right now. So if I came back to publication and conferences, so they did 2 conferences at the IAGA in Belgium, and the third one was called Teaching Cinematography. Some of you have attended it. 2019 in Brussels, and this was some sort of a milestone organized by Tony Costa, Marieke van Ketz, and Ella van den Hove. We had 90 international participants, 25 papers, PhD level, academic level, roundtables, and one final report you will have access to. We still have access to on the IMAGO platform. Visibility is very important to us. This is a thank you mail from Yaola Zekpo from Ghana. He came to Brussels, and this is to underpin the very importance of building a global network of knowledge exchanges. Our activities 2022, 2020, and 2023 was a little bit of a mishmash, because I took over the chair, and then I asked to have a co-chair. Ella said, I will do that. Thank you, Ella. Then we had the COVID. We wanted to organize a 4th conference, which was not, which we were not able to do because of the COVID. And we put more weight on the CITO, which Ella will report to you in a few seconds. In 2022, we had an urgent asking from one of our board members, Kristalovic from Ukraine, saying, I have 20 students, they need to carry on with their studies. Can you help us? So we immediately, last March, Ella and I convene and try to find out in our internal network of the all IEC board members to find quick and very simple solutions. So as of now, 8 students. I guess there are 2 in Portugal, 3 or 4 in Belgium, 1 in Estonia, and some in Bulgaria. So we don't have the exact figures because it's very difficult to get in touch with them. So we did our best to ease it out, the best of our knowledge, because best of our capacities, because as you know, students be there from Europe, the Americas, Africa, and Australia, or the global, these students are our future, and we have to help them out. And in 2023, HDM Stuttgart, Professor Grandinetti, who is in the board also of the IEC and ITC. So you see, that's a very interesting collaboration. He finally, I said finally, because Stuttgart Cinematography Day was intended to be organized in 2022, so we had to postpone it. And this was a huge success, I guess. I see you look like quite relieved. Okay, this is something that we call collaborative bridges, which is something that we strive for between committees, and this is a very good example of that. So now, Ella, you have the floor. I will try to follow you. Saito, you were at HDM Stuttgart 2023. You have the floor.
Yes. So I see that Stefan is listening to us, and it's really an initiative from the HDM, the school in Stuttgart, and the education committee help a little bit. And so I have to announce you, the education committee already had the child, and the child is CITO. CITO is a group of teacher and in the academic field, and they are trying to exchange practice, but more they exchange like research. And the CITO was created because it was the joint venture of 3 universities, and for this I am going to share you the journal. The journal of the CITO is what the CITO does mostly. And so I share this. If you go on the web and you type cinematography in progress, all in one word, you will get the access to a journal. The journal is with article, and the article are written by cinematographers or researchers usually from the academic world, but not only. In the journal, you can find different corners. So we have, like a journal, we have issues. We already had 2 issues, one in 21 and one in 22. And we have also corner. And one of the corner is the students' corner, where we hope I show you. Well, we have only one work at this moment because it's quite a new department we are trying to put on the feet. We have also a technical corner, which is not plenty, but we get some article coming also from people from the ITC, the technical committee, and that's where we collaborate. And it's open. It's open to anyone who wants to write about something. It's a peer-to-peer evaluation, and anybody from the community is allowed to write something. And if the blind, it's a blind evaluation. If the blind evaluation is positive, the paper is published. That's mostly what CITO does. So I go back to you. Here is it. And well, that's mostly what we did. And I must say it's you can pass the new slide, Philip. That's true. That the founder. Yes, we go back to the founder. Yeah,
Which
yeah. I already said it. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. So at this moment, we lose one of our institution of founding institution. So maybe we'll need funding, but the bigger investment are done because the platform is created, and it's a good platform. It's a it's on a university from Canada hosted, but maybe we need funds to keep the publishing well done, and we expect to involve more other institutions like schools and school libraries from schools. So that's why we are not in a big hurry, but we probably will ask some support from IMAGO through the education committee. I must say also that the networking is the most important thing from the education committee. And for an example, in July, we are going to organize with schools and European fund an exchange between three schools, the three from the one school in Brussels, one school in Lisbon, and one school in Stuttgart. That's it. I think it's a concrete we have done in 2020.
Okay, thank you, Ella. So as you see, the platform was funded by the Brussels University until 2022, HDM and Lusofona University. What we heard is that the university doesn't put any more money on the web hosting. So this is why we're applying for a small grant from IMAGO in order for us to continue publishing the journal and continue this very important steps. Reminder, this is a peer-to-peer. This is double-blind, which means that this is all anonymous. So double-blind means that you have to go through several reading partners, and then in order to keep a certain paper level quality. And this is it. The most important thing I have to say is that after the CITO meeting at HDM in Stuttgart, there was a very interesting input from our German colleagues. Ella mentioned it, in that we should publish film students' final memoir or masterwork, which might be very interesting because we might get some sort of very small fees and very small fundings from a lot of different universities or film schools around the globe in order for them or in order to allow them to publish the best choice of the best students' memoir, which gives them a unique opportunity to get known and for us to read and see what their interests are. Money, yes, okay. Committee's internal platform. We would like to have an easier access to the IMAGO platform, because now it looks like that we have to go for different steps in order for us to publish things. It has to be a little bit more streamlined, but I'm sure that with the new administration, this is an ongoing process. Finally, and that will be my last word, IEC 2325. We are striving for new internal rules and statutes because we have a double ganger type of members, affiliate members who are PhD researchers. We strive on and we focus on that. But we also have working DP teachers that are members of regular societies all around the globe. So we have to tackle that with the administration. Then we would like to continue our good collaboration with the ITC. ITC, I've been asked to take part on the Photon Pass. I would like to implement that with our members. Photon Pass and the glossary. Glossary is very important as well, but I guess Philippe Ross will talk about that a little bit later. Glossary is using the same words all around the globe. The BVK International Days, which was organized during the COVID. This is a very interesting platform, set in sometimes in English, sometimes in German. It takes like 2 or 3 hours, but this is a very interesting platform for exchanges with specific topics. International exchanges, we've been asked to take position and been invited at ABC Semanal in 2021 and in 2023, which is interesting because it links interests or problematics from different continents. BIP has been implemented by Ella, Saito, Publishing Student Master.
By Stefan, I correct. I follow them with my school, but Stefan is the owner.
Yeah, okay, Stefan. Sorry about that. Anyway, this is an exciting moment because we're out of this COVID things. And I would like to thank you very much for all this. And I try to be good at doing my own TV station because I've had to learn as well to teach online. So I would like to apologize also for my haircut, which is not being tackled with. If you have further questions, don't hesitate to call me or call Ella or call Stefan. And I would say hello to our new president, a new Swiss Cinematography Society president, Stefan Kuti, who is in attendance, I guess. Welcome, Stefan. And I think Patrick Lindmeyer is also in the attendance. So you see, small countries, we are everywhere. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Philippe. And thank you very much, Ella. I just want to rectify just one thing. It's not ABC Semanal, which it's Semana ABC, which means ABC week. Sorry. That's okay. No problem. Thank you very much for good presentation.